Hey Panthers, this is Principal Carol Burr. We cannot wait to welcome you guys back to in-person, in-building learning, starting on October the 26th. Soon you will find out if you are in the A schedule or the B schedule. If you're in the A schedule, you will be coming to school on Mondays and Tuesdays. If you are on the B schedule, you will be coming to school on Thursday and Friday. So you'll have 2 days in building and 3 days virtual learning. Because of this, we are not abandoning our Google Classrooms. You will continue to do your work in your Google Classrooms. You'll just have 2 days that you're here on campus. We'll be following our normal bell schedule that we had from last year, so each class will be about 50 to 55 minutes long. You'll have a 35-minute lunch, and all of that will look very much the same. But a lot of things have changed since March the 13th, right before we left for spring break. One of the great changes that you're going to see is we have a brand new cafeteria, and we can't wait to show you the new cafeteria, the new serving lines. It looks gorgeous, and I'm actually standing right beside that right now, so I think you're really going to love that new experience. We have some new faces here at North, and you're going to have an opportunity to meet some new people. Here in the rest of this video, you're going to meet 3 new assistant principals that have joined the Putnam City North family, and we're excited for you to get to know them as well. After you get a chance to listen to the assistant principals, I'll finish up with you guys at the end of this video, but just know we cannot wait to see you guys starting on October 26th. Thank you.
Hello Panthers, my name is Mrs. Mitchell. I'm one of the new assistant principals here. I am so excited to meet you guys on Monday. I work with the students that have the last name A through CO. And I'm going to talk to you today about coming into the building and getting breakfast first thing. The biggest thing is you have to wear a mask or a neck gaiter. You have to have an extra piece of clothing. Pulling your t-shirt up, wrapping your hoodie around your mouth is not going to work. You cannot enter the building unless you have a mask on. We will help you contact someone to bring you a mask up so that you can enter the building. Okay, so once you come in from the bus drop-off or the main entrance, you come in here. You guys are welcome to hang out in the upper and the lower commons, as well as Panther Hall, socially distancing. If you're getting breakfast, you go in just as normal. It's a grab-and-go breakfast. You pick your spot. That's when you can take your mask off in the building when you eat or drink, and then you put it on.
PC North Panthers, welcome back. It's Mr. Brown, still your assistant principal for HI to ME. My office is still in B Hall, B123. Now we're going to talk about how you're going to move in and out of your classrooms during the school year. As you come into each one of your classrooms, make sure you sanitize on your way in. In each one of your classes, whether you're on A or B schedule, you will have an assigned seat. You'll also sit at least every other student in your seats. During class, you'll ask your teacher if you can get up when time calls for. If at any time you don't feel well during class, you'll raise your hand and let your teacher know that you're not feeling well. Your teacher will then notify the office, and a principal will come down to meet you outside of the classroom. Once a principal is called, one of the assistant principals will come to the room, take your temperature. If you are indeed exhibiting symptoms, you'll be given an additional N95 mask and a pair of gloves, and you'll be escorted to our quarantine area where we will go into further steps, and your parent will come to pick you up.
Hello Panthers, I am Mrs. Morrissey, one of your new assistant principals this year. I'll be working with students with last names M-I through S-C. My office is located in the attendance office by the main entrance, and I'm so excited to meet you next week. I'm here to tell you what our protocol and procedures are going to be for lunchtime. We are still going to have 2 lunches, A lunch and B lunch. When it is your lunchtime, you will come down to the beautiful new cafeteria, and we will have some procedures that we would like you to follow. When you are headed down to the cafeteria, either side entrance, you're going to sanitize your hands and go through the turnstiles. maintaining a social distance as best as you can. Okay. As you enter to the cafeteria and choose your entree for the day, please make sure you maintain a social distance. There will be markings on the ground to remind you of the distance between you and your fellow students. Panthers, we have a new addition to the Commons this year. We have 2 new water bottle fillers for all of you to use during breakfast and lunch. Each day, bring a refillable water bottle, and when you enter the school, you can fill up your water bottle due to our water fountains being closed during class periods and in the hallways.
Hello, PC North Panthers. I'm Mr. Wilkinson. I'm the principal for CR through HE. My office is in the attendance office. I'm going to talk about hallway procedures. As you can see on the floor, we have arrows indicating which side of the hallway. Should not be difficult if you know how to drive. You're going to be on the right side going one way. Okay, and we got the lines to separate, so we shouldn't cross. Okay, we need to maintain proper spacing, social distancing, 6 feet apart while we're walking in the hallways. You need to walk directly to your class and not stop and congregate. Ms. Morrissey mentioned earlier in the Commons that there's a water bottle filler because we have these water fountains closed off. So during passing period, you will not be allowed to use the water fountains. Also during passing period, you will not be allowed to use the restroom. They will be closed during passing. You will need to go to your classroom and wait until you ask your teacher, and then they will give you a pass to the restroom that is associated with the hall that you're in.
Hello, my name is Ken Atterbury. I'm the assistant principal for students with the last names that begin with SE through Z. My office is in A Hall, and it's A113. Today, I'd like to talk to you about our release procedures here at PC North. This year at PC North, we're going to release with a staggered release schedule. In B Hall, the release will be at 3:05. In A Hall, you'll be released at 3:10. Students, please note that the teachers release you. Please do not walk out in the hall on your own. Upon release, students should still obey regular traffic laws. Walk on the right side of the hall. As you go down the hall, I'd like for you to also wear your mask. You should continue wearing your mask until you get off the bus. Students, at the end of school, your buses will line up here. This is Panther Drive. At the front, Officer Wyatt will be there. He will direct traffic in the intersection approximately 5 minutes after the release of students. So at 3:15, the buses will go. You should have adequate time to get here. They should be in the same location every day. Those buses that do come in a different location, we will let you know if they're in a different spot. Students, if you're being picked up by somebody driving a car, you need to let them know to enter our campus at Northwest 115th in Rockwell. This is the location that I'd like for you to tell the people that are picking you up, if you're a car rider, to enter. The buses will be right here. Traffic flow will allow you in, and you'll be directed over here towards the athletic facility. If you pan around, you'll be directed that way. Your parents can pick you up over here, and traffic flow goes the other way on Sam Bradford. It's now one way after school. When the buses leave, Panther Road will be open again for cars to exit this way.
All right, Panthers, you had an opportunity to meet each one of your assistant principals, and they can't wait for you to get here. Remember, we start with our A group on October the 26th. B group, we won't see you guys until that Thursday and Friday. Students, there's 4 important things I want to leave you with before we finish up this video. Number 1, every single day before you come to school, we need you to be doing a temperature check and a self-check. If you're not feeling well, if you think you might have been exposed, if you've been around somebody who's had the virus, we need you to stay home. We really need you to stay home. The second thing, make sure you come prepared every single day. As you've heard, you're not going to be allowed to be in school if you don't bring your mask or your face covering. Those are non-negotiable items, so you're going to have to make sure you have those every single day. Also, as we've talked about, we are continuing with Google Classroom. We are still doing that platform. So it's important you bring your iPad every single day because you'll be using that iPad in each one of your classes every day. Students, you're only going to be in the building for 2 out of the 5 days of the week. So stay on that schoolwork. Get in that Google Classroom every single day, whether you're in the building or you're not in the building. Stay up with your schoolwork. Stay in communication with your teachers. Keep on top of your grades. And the last thing, students, please know we're here if you need us. Reach out to us. If you are hungry, talk to us. If you are struggling with depression, talk to us. If you have needs within your home, talk to us. We've got a lot of resources available. That's why we're opening the building up. We're ready to see you. We're ready to meet your needs. We cannot wait. Just remember, Panthers, this is something totally new. We've never done this before. We're going to figure it out together because we are always better together. It's always a great day to be alive. It's always a great day to be a Panther. We can't wait to see you.
Hey, sir, can you get on the right side of the hallway, please? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to need to move to class, please. Could you put your phones up and head to class for me, please? Appreciate it. Thank you.
Don't even know you.
Mr. Wilkinson.